just wanted to show you guys a full exposure, and we have some great volunteers. We have Chris and Jimmy today are going to be volunteering to have a full exposure, just so you guys can see that the effects of what you might see when you spray someone. And again, this is the spray and get away. So we don't want to stay and admire our work. We want to spray and get out of that situation. So here's our Chris and Jimmy, and you guys are going to see. They're going to talk about all the things that they're experiencing during that exposure.
All right, here is Chris getting pepper sprayed.
Oh my goodness.
Open. There we go.
That's a full exposure.
Okay, talk us through it, Chris.
It sucks.
I got the other towel here.
I gotta rinse my eyes.
Okay.
Can you see anything?
No, if I open my eyes, or I try to, it just burns even more.
It has that.
Oh my gosh. It's right around the corner.
I almost cussed.
I heard that.
Alright, seeing stripe here. Right here. Yep. Yeah, I don't think I've ever even heard him come close to cussing before.
I know, I heard a SH out of that mouth.
My lungs are burning.
Lungs are burning?
Yeah. Holy moly. Woo! That's hot.
Are you gonna cry, Chris?
No, but I need, where's that milk? Go get that freaking milk.
Not the milk, the freaky milk.
All right now.
Buddy, step over here. There you go. Left hand.
Holy crap. I'd really like to be able to open my eyes. I can deal with the burning. It sucks really freaking bad, but I can deal with. I wish I could open my eyes.
So if you'd been sprayed, you wouldn't even be able to locate the person that had sprayed you at this point.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa! Gosh, if I cussed, I'd cuss like a sailor right now.
Just walk back and forth, try and get some air in there.
Man.
Chris, do you think our pepper spray works good?
Holy moly. Jeez! My face is on freaking fire. How about if I put my face in the sprinkler?
You wanna try it? Down there.
Wait, watch that. It's gonna go up your nose.
Be careful.
Right here. There you go.
Is that funny, Mindy?
Doesn't that hurt with the spray?
Oh gosh, no.
So now do you wish you would have been stunned instead of sprayed?
I already wished that first.
Oh gosh.
Does that help at all?
Crap. I don't recommend Jimmy doing this.
I can feel his like heart beating. His heart's like beating
Can you
pretty quick.
can you breathe? What's your airway like? Is it more pain in the face?
My nose is stuffed. All right, I'm ready for this to be over.
45 minutes, is that what you said, Brian?
I don't think Jimmy should do it.
Really?
I think one's good enough.
Okay, how are you feeling now that it's been about 35 minutes?
Well, I can open my eyes and see.
Let's see your pretty eyes.
Yeah, a little
Oh, nice
bloodshot.
and red.
My head is on fire. My nose is on fire, my eyes are on fire, my forehead's on fire, my lips are on fire, my nose is clogged, and I feel like I am a little nauseous, but I'm probably not going to puke.
Okay. Well, I am sorry for laughing at you, then and now. So Chris is saying he doesn't think Jimmy should do it. And Jimmy's saying he's afraid his wife will pull his man card, so he wants to do it.
I would not recommend it to anybody. It's not fun.
He doesn't recommend it to you.
Okay, I committed to it, so I'm already ready.
All right.
Do you need more video?
I think I have enough video, but I'm not gonna stop him. It's all product research, right? Okay, now this is Jimmy being pepper sprayed against Chris's recommendation.
Okay, close your eyes and your mouth, and I'll tell you when to open. Okay.
Oh, God!
Oh! Got my mouth. Okay, buckets
Right here. Come down. Right here.
What are you feeling right now, Jimmy?
Oh, burning.
Breathe, babe.
Don't put your head back in that one. Why don't you dump? You want to dump?
There you go.
Turn your head to the side.
All right, turn your head. Here's a clean towel.
Okay, what are you feeling right now? What else? Can you open your eyes?
You remember that, Chris?
Coming to your right, come towards the grass. Right there. Okay, look towards me to your left.
Would you be able to fight somebody right now, Jimmy? Can you see? Try to open your eyes.
I just want to pass the first effect.
Yep. So here's a damn towel.
It's
Just
like
blot-
stages
keep
of
blotting
labor.
your face.
You think our pepper spray's pretty good, Jim? You're shaking.
Got a good wind breeze right now.
Yeah, let's stand up, Jim. Just face this way. Good right there. Stay right there. Okay,
Hey, Riley,
sucky part again. Try
turn
and,
on my
now
car
if you
to
can't
the
open your
airplane.
eyes, you physically open your eyes with your fingers.
Try
Go
opening
ahead
with your
and physically
fingers.
open them. Try and get, you need to get air in there.
With your fingers, Jim.
Yeah, do that again with the water.
Oh, your eyes are still really bloodshot.
Go ahead. Try and open.
Babe.
There's something in my left eye.
It's probably pepper. All right, Bob, is it your turn?
No, I am absolutely not doing that.
Are you sure?
I positively. Chris, come here. Tell me I'm not doing this.
I'll have to do with that.
Okay, you hear that?
You need Chris
Brian.
to get you out of it?
Wait. Jimmy just said I'm too old to do this.
Oh, Jimmy. I'll figure something else for you to do then.
Thank
How's
you.
that? Okay.
Who are you?
Get on the bed.
What are you doing
Get on
in
the
my
bed.
house?
Put that down.
Get out of my house!
Put that down.
Get out!
Get down.
Get out!
Hi, my name is Matt Schneider, the owner of the Forward Movement Training Center. Today, I got the opportunity to experience the striking distance. My background's in law enforcement. I've been in law enforcement for about 13 years, and I've had a lot of experiences with various use of force scenarios. And in an effort to test the striking distance and how it would work in a live situation, we agreed to a scenario where essentially it was a home invasion where the homeowner came home, found a bad guy in the bathroom, and had the striking distance at her disposal. Going into it, I knew that I was going to take a 3 to 5 second exposure, although what actually happened was scenario started to play out. Kristen introduced the striking distance and fired off a couple warning shots at me, which totally overrode what I knew I was supposed to do based on what we had talked about. And instead of actually initially approaching Kristen like I was supposed to, I took a few steps towards the door, which was my brain overriding my body and saying, that's not good, get away from it. But knowing that the goal was to get the exposure, I readdressed Kristen, actually closed the distance on her and attacked her on the bed, and was exposed with the side probes of the striking distance initially until Kristen was able to create distance based on that exposure, in which time she followed up with probably only about a second and a half, maybe a second and a half of exposure with the front of the striking distance, and that's all I could handle. That literally kind of dropped me to my knees, so I had to get that off of me as quickly as possible.
Hi, my name's Kristen. I'm with Forward Movement Training, and I agreed to role play this scenario along with Matt. I just want to reiterate the importance of actually using the tools and practicing with them, because anybody can buy a tool and just set it on their nightstand, but when you're under stress, you forget how to use it. So it's very important that you practice with those tools and you know how they work so that you're not caught in a situation where it goes out the window.
So the reason why I agreed to have this exposure done is because I truly believe in the mission of Damsel in Defense. So when Bethany and Mindy asked if I would take the exposure, I was happy to do so. I don't know that I would readily volunteer for it again, but it's a good product, and the Damsel line is awesome.
Initially, it was, no God, don't send me. No God, we'll support, but keep me here where I'm comfortable. But God kept putting confirmation after confirmation after confirmation in front of us that we were to go. And I think I spent a lot of time in advance afraid of what could happen, that I never anticipated how wonderful it could be and what a blessing it could be. As far as goals, I think the thing that I was the most excited about was being able to go and experience firsthand what Wipe Every Tear, this organization that we're supporting on a monthly basis, what they're doing and how we could be a bigger part of it. We've heard from the founder, Kenny Sachs, at our national conference. We heard firsthand from him about these girls and the hope that they now have and the future that they now have. And I think there was a part of us that really wanted to be able to see firsthand what that looks like.
I really thought we were going there just to connect and to see, and I mean, I knew I was always moved, but really going there and seeing it, meeting them, and getting to see where they worked, now where they live, just the joy in their hearts and the other people that I met along the way that were true lights. I don't think there's words to describe what I got out of it. It just sounds selfish, but.
This is Fields Avenue. It's right off of where Clark Air Force Base was, on this street alone, which takes 5 minutes to walk up and down. There are 15,000 girls that are trafficked just along the street and the bars alongside it. And it looks like this during the day, but at night it's a walked up and down the strip and just been interacting with girl after girl, and every single interaction after interaction is the same story. It's the girl that is from the province or the slums and didn't have money, and her family wasn't able to support themselves. And so a friend, cousin, some type of recruiter tells them about a job. They come out here, come be a waitress. Well, the waitress position turns into a server position. A server position turns into a dancer position. And you ask girl after girl after girl, do you like what you're doing? Not really. Sometimes they're not very nice. Why do you do it? Because I have to make money. I have to send money. They're sending money home to their families to support their families.
Hi, this is Paradise Village, which is near Navotas, and we wanted to come here and just give some food and see what poverty really looks like. And we also wanted to get a first-hand look at where some of the girls that we met down in Angeles City have come from.
I can't name one single situation that impacted me more than others. There was the eyes of the kids that I'm haunted by. There was looking into circumstance that looked so hopeless and feeling like your hands were tied behind your back and you had to walk away from it. There was watching a dad put his daughter into a cab to send her out with somebody that had just purchased her. There was a 2-year-old little girl who walked up to me naked simply because she wanted my bottle of water. She was thirsty and she just wanted fresh water. And how we take that for granted.
What hit me most was in Navotas, the little kids that lived on the side of the street that slept on dirt that were covered in flies, knowing that most of the girls that we met in the bars in Angeles City and in Manila, that's where they came from. That was their life before, so that's where they're heading.
I think I experienced a certain level of anger on the trip, anger at myself for the ignorance that I had prior to this trip. And if anything, it just made me want to be a part of spreading awareness of sex trafficking, awareness of poverty, awareness of lack of education. If God put this in front of us, if God put this directly in our paths, it's our responsibility to spread that awareness and to share with other people what we've seen. We don't want this company to just be a business opportunity after what we experienced. You can't help but know that there's a greater purpose in all of it.
I truly see us being able to use Damsel as the platform to go help so many more, being able to help with food, provide education, and sponsoring kids to go to school so they don't have to sell their bodies. So then that way, there's a hope for them.
We're so excited to watch God grow this company because the more we do, the more God can use this company to make a difference. And I think the greatest piece would just be praying that God would direct us and put those directives in front of us of this is where I'm leading. Will you follow? And will you follow with us? Will you, as our field, who have pledged your allegiance to our mission, follow us as we follow his lead to be able to make a difference in this world?
Hi, my name is Maisha Coney. I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I wanted to share my story, my Damsel story. I was actually at a team meeting of Diane Bevins. At the end of the night for going, she had given me a pepper spray. I've never had one before. I've never used one before. So I thought that was really nice, and it was pink, so I loved it. I used it, sprayed it as the instructions stated, and then I put it on my purse thinking I'll never have to use it. Approximately a month later, I was actually working downtown for my business, and I was coming out one evening. It was approximately 9 o'clock at night, and it was a little drizzly. I actually had to cross the street to get to the parking structure where my car was. As I walked out of the building, I just kind of had a little bit of an eerie feeling, you know, that gut instinct. So I actually took the pepper spray out and I had it in my hand. And as I was getting closer to the other side of the street where the parking entrance was, there was a man. He started yelling at me as I was starting to cross the street. He started yelling obscenities, saying, "I know you have money, I know you have food in the bag, you better give me what you got." He lunged for me and he attacked me. And I luckily had the pepper spray in my hand and I sprayed him. He actually dropped to the ground. He was screaming, yelling more obscenities. I jumped over him and I ran as fast as I possibly could to my car. Called the cops, filed a report. I don't know what could have happened if I didn't have that pepper spray. I am so thankful that Diane had given me that. I just really want to thank Damsel for creating the products that they have, because I don't know what would have happened if I had not had that.